Dale?
Brother Jose, I'm Bill Burton from the Sacred Heart Province. Thank you very much for coming. I've had two kind of pet peeves for the last number of years. I keep questioning and rolling in my mind. The first one is a small one and maybe is simply an administrative issue, but it seems to me that it would be helpful along the model of the School for Visitor Generals that we have a school for new provincials. Now, this has got nothing to do with Michael's election. But it always seemed odd to me that we sent the visitor generals to a school, to a seminar like at the Curia, and yet the more significant shock that the new provincial must go through when he's elected could be helped and lessened significantly. I think it would help with the order in general as well if there was a common experience that all new provincials would have had. The second issue is the international approach to our missions. It seems to me that we have been struggling for years to internationalize what had once been a provincial project, where each province had its international missions. I keep getting the feeling that that internationalization goal is never quite met with expectations, that the friars from international entities have never quite been able to come together as effectively in a mission territory as they were able to be effective when they were still under provincial structures. I would appreciate your comment on those two ideas.
Thank you very much. First of all, it's not a school of visitators and provincials. It's just a week of sharing and try to reflect all together about the challenges that we have in front of us. Anyway, it was a nice experience that comes from the last sexennium, and we continue during this sexennium. This week for general visitators and also for new provincials. So, for example, Mike will be with us, and also from this conference, at least Giffer will be also with us during the next January of 2009. But it's more to share than to learn. Of course, they must learn, but we must learn from them also. So it's, I think that was a very nice intuition from my predecessor and from the last administration. And I can say that in the last Tempo Forte, we was reflecting about the future to propose to the new administration, and we emphasize that it's very important to have this kind of meetings, and probably will be longer, because in this moment I think that 1 week is a few days, so we must change methodology and also the dynamic of these days. About international missions, well, also from the last sexennium, we insist that there is no provincial mission, but is international and interprovincial missions. By this reason, when we open new missions, we try that all these missions belongs to the order, not to the provinces. I can understand that it's not easy to pass from provincial mentality to international mentality, but I think that in this moment it's necessary that all the projects will be under the order, and all the provinces can collaborate with this and in these projects. For example, from the last chapter we opened 3 new projects, missionary projects. We opened Sudan, And we have at this moment one friary with 4 friars, each one from different provinces. We have one from Egypt, we have one from Philippines, we have one from Croatia, and we have one from Indonesia. We open also the project of Myanmar. I don't know Myanmar. Burma. And we have also 4 solemn professors there, and each one is from one province. All from Asia, but from very different provinces. Finally, we opened a new project in Namibia, and also here there is an international project, but is under the province of South Africa in this moment. So I think that the future of our missions is in the internationality and intercultural collaboration. I can understand it's not easy, but it's a sign of times, and if we want to be an international fraternity, as the order must be, we must insist in this very international and intercultural project.
Brother Jose, as you know, the problem and the challenge of comprehensive immigration reform is an issue here in the United States, but it's not only here. Even in Spain, that's an issue.
In Europe, we have a very big problem in this moment, especially in Italy and Spain.
I wonder if it's time for us as Franciscans worldwide to make some kind of statement or some kind of prayer, commitment of prayer, of unity. I mean, we are international. We have a voice that could be really powerful. Comprehensive immigration reform needs to happen all over the world. And we, of course, are on the side of the poor. But what are we doing about that is a question.
Thank you. I propose to study this theme, this matter, in the next Franciscan Family Conference that will take place in Assisi on the first days of October. Because I think that is a question that all the Franciscan family can be involved, and it's a very nice area where we can collaborate as family. So I prefer this commitment will be taken by the Franciscan family, and of course inside the Franciscan family for the Friar Minor. But I think that is a matter very important in this moment, and we must do something, because it's a new form of poverty, and we must answer to these new forms